Hey, this is Jeff from Jeff Race to the Top. What can you do, man? 2 weeks in a row with rain delays. It is what it is. You can't control nature, right? So that at least gives me some time to get the Honda Civic ready. Ordered a bunch of stuff for it on that driver's side, control arms, top and bottom. I should order a strut for it. I do have another knuckle assembly. Um, get that all done. Like I said, I'm waiting on a handful of parts to get in. Also, I want to try and finish up the rear roll cage on it to get that done. There's a race, I believe, July 30th down at Delaware International Speedway. I want to try and make it down there at least once. Again, to support the cause, they came up to the Grandview, the opening day. So I want to try and repay the favor, at least go down there once. Also, slowly, the car behind me, I don't know if you can see it, it's a Honda Prelude. I've been trying to fix that forever. So now that I have the opportunity to do it, it's taking up a lot of garage space. So I want to try and get it out of here. I guess that's the main reason. It is what it is. Slowly work on it. The engine and transmission on this thing is bad. It was my brother's old car. I just been hanging on to it for a memento's sake. So it's time for me to actually get to working on it. So all them hours I've been doing at work is going to something. Mainly all my cars, right? But what can you do? I think it's a healthy obsession. But anyway, so slowly I forgot some tools at work, so right now I'm just talking in front of the camera. But I'm gonna put some shots in of me finishing up the spindle and getting that ready to go. I got a new bearing for it. I just got to press it in. And then in the meantime, I guess I'll get some more shots. You're gonna be seeing me in and out, moving to different places. I forgot to get the tools for the spindle that I'm working on. I gotta press in a new bearing. One of the screws, or the screws that hold the rotor into place, are pretty frozen in there. I don't have a bench vise in here, so I need to go to work, grab my little impact screwdriver thing, get them off. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Then press the new bearing in there. Still, I got a handful of tools to pick up at work. So the next shot should be of me working on the spindle. Then the next shot should be of me working and putting it all back together on the Honda. Like I said, I want to put the roll cage finish the roll cage. It's just the 3 bars, the 2 bars coming down from the main hoop area, and then tying that back strut towers together. So if everything pans out right, it should be bang, bang, bang. in between, depending on how the races go, if I run clean races, I'll put shots of me working on this Prelude. Again, the engine and trans needs to be rebuilt. Depending on how bad the trans is, I might get a new one. Also with the engine, I might get a different donor engine and maybe piece together and get that running. I do want to eliminate the SH system, the super handling. It's hard to explain. I should get it out and show what that box is, but I don't even know what it really does to begin with. But I'm gonna get rid of that and go from there. I am also gonna gut this thing. It's not gonna be a daily driver. I'm not 100% sure what I want to turn it into yet. I don't want to turn it into a dirt car because I want to kind of keep it all intact. But I was thinking about turning it into a drag car. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see what I turn it into. Slowly, I might change my mind to this and this. Who knows? I might even turn it into a road course car because I really want to try the autocross stuff too. So, but anyway, we'll see how I go. Like I said, I'll be wishy-washy about it. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a little bit of both. I don't know. But again, the next time you'll see me is working on that the Honda Civic spindle for that driver's side and putting it back on. All right. All right, so I'm at another racetrack, Delaware International Speedway, Raceway, one or the other. It was a 2-hour drive, but I'm here. No issues this time with the car and trailer. But man, I didn't realize it was a half-mile track. I guess, what's his name? Dave told me as I'm leaving the shop. It's a half-mile track. I'm like, holy moly, it's big. So the entire ride down here, all I was thinking about, whoa, that is gonna be fast. But hey, all I know is I made it here. I'm ready to go. the rule says there was no Hondas allowed, but I take a gamble. I said, hey, why not? Let me give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? I see some races, right? And visit another track and plan for it accordingly. But either way, I'm here. They allowed me to race. So we'll see how it goes. I don't want to get in the way of the guys too much. I'll try to stay out the way as much as possible. But again, I'm not gonna willingly not win, but I'm not gonna willingly get in their way either. You know what I mean? Putting the arm on, all that stuff it's not that big of a deal. The biggest concern that I did have was it was off, I believe the knuckle was off an SI, like a 99, 2000 SI, somewhere around there, instead of the regular Civic. So, but it really didn't matter. I just bought the axle for the SI. I got an EX brake kit for it. It all fit. I'm like, all right, cool. Threw that together, made it down here, which, like I said, it wasn't that big of a deal. Got to do that to the right side. The only difference that I saw was on that knuckle, the bearing was a little bigger. The Delaware International Speedway. What can I say? I enjoyed it very much. Almost didn't get to race. It started pouring a little bit, well, drizzling, raining on and off throughout the entire night. The cutoff time to get out into the track was 1 o'clock, 1 in the morning, and we just made it. We got out there at like 12:30 and got to race. It was a very short race for me. I only made it, I think, like a couple of laps. Before that, the right side rear folded in on itself. I believe the top bolt, the upper control arm where it mounts everything together, worked its way loose. So I guess I'm gonna have to periodically, after every race, just make sure all the bolts are tight. I wanna upgrade to like stronger bolts. Maybe put a little bit longer one and put a lock nut behind it on top of just bolting it together. And the next race is at Grandview, and there's another one down at Georgetown, Delaware. That's where that Charger seat is down there, but it's at the same day. But I want to make it to the Grandview one and test out the BMW and see how the clutch feels and the smaller tire for the right side rear, and see how that feels around the track. Depending on how that feels and then going from there, I want to upgrade the intake and also do a little bit of modifications to the ECM, get a little bit more power out of it, and see what I could do. Just little steps at a time. I don't want to do too much and get all confused about what the heck did I do and make it too out of whack. You know what I mean? At least I can go step by step. I did like this or I didn't like this, and go from there, right? Quick turnaround times for the racetrack. I enjoy it. It's a lot of, it's not a lot of pressure, but it's just more like you're keeping it on a roll type of deal, and I enjoy it very much. And again, I'm gonna try and do a lot more races this year, at least 2 a month. So between Delaware and it looks like Grandview, I'm gonna have a very busy racing season. It is what it is. But if you've watched this till the end, a like, share, and subscribe will do me greatly, and I'll see you at the racetrack.